What up, though? I'm sitting here with my dog, Sarah Allen. The miseducation of Sarah Allen, right? That's what we're doing today.
That's right.
So, with all that you do, and it's an honor to be here with you today, I wanted to get into your business, about your business. A lot of times we don't know the person behind the people that are really getting busy within the city or around the world, because you've traveled and did your business as well.
Oh, yeah.
So tell us about who Sarah Allen is of Doll Eyes.
Well, I am Sarah Allen, owner of Doll Eyes Lash and Skin Studio. I'm a licensed esthetician. I graduated from Michigan College of Beauty. I also have degrees from Northwood University, Benedictine University, and here we are.
Here we are. So I heard you say all of your degrees. With having degrees in whatever your majors and minors were.
I'm a business major. I have a business management degree, and then I have an MBA in marketing.
Okay. So with having a BA in business, what made you go into being an esthetician opposed to going the white collar route?
I tried that. I had corporate jobs. I've been working since I was 14 years old. My first job was a peer camp counselor at the Southfield Public Schools. So I've had corporate jobs. I had my first, call center job at 18. And from there, just from there, kept working. So in any event, I went to school, and my mother was a vice president of the bank. That's where she retired from. So the culture in our family was to go to school. The culture in our family was to work. So I always thought that was going to be my path. In my mind, I kept telling myself, if you go to school and you get your degree, you're going to get a corporate job, whatever that meant.
Uh-huh.
And all the while, I've always been artistic. I sing. I used to play in nails when I was a teenager. Play in hair. I couldn't do hair, but I tried to play in it. And so I was ignoring my calling, and it was calling me. It was calling me, yeah. Right. And so later on, as I was raising my son, the things that I used to love most that would calm my nerves, would ease my anxiety, would help me just to feel good, would be to go get beauty treatment.
Okay.
And I remember telling a friend of mine, I want to be an esthetician, because she was one. I want to be an esthetician. I didn't even know what it really meant, Mm-hmm. So I kept researching, trying to see what it was, and I kept saying I want to do lashes. So I took a course in 2015, 16. Took a course, got certified, and from the gate I was doing it. I was doing promo. I created an Instagram page. I did all the business stuff too, because I knew how to do it from going to school and having a business degree. So in any event, I took the course. I started on my way to where I am now.
Okay.
It was a long road, but I got it done. So here I am.
That's the best thing, right? Just getting it done.
Yeah.
So what's the biggest hurdle in today's market for you and for Doll Eyes?
Today, you know what I tell myself? I tell myself, and this is advice from a very, very good friend who has owned a barbershop for the longest. He's been a barber for over 20 years. He's a very good friend. And he said to me, every day your business is going to have a test. And the testament to the business owner is how you rise above the test. And so every day I have inconsistency, I guess. Detroit is known for fad chasing, trend chasing. And so while I'm trying to deal with, I'm an esthetician, so first and foremost, I have to deal with the health, right? So I have to deal with the health of your skin, the health of your lashes, the health of your body, the inner part to get to the beauty on the outside. And so a lot of times in trends and in fads, that's not the goal.
Right.
And so I have to still maintain the fundamentals that I know and what I know can be helpful to the person, and also stay abreast with the trends. And then just I don't really look at anything as a hurdle, because I tell myself every day that I'm gonna do what I set out to do. If I have a goal for the end of the week, I'm gonna meet the goal, because I'm telling myself that I'm gonna do it. What it used to be was I wasn't known. Nobody knew me. Nobody knew, and I wasn't known for beauty. And in the city that we're in, you kind of have to be known for something. If you're a stylist, they know you for getting fresh. You got a t-shirt line, they know you for, putting on clothes. So then they'll come and deal with you because they party with you, because they saw you get fresh. I kind of am under the radar.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'm really shy. I know a lot of people. I have older siblings that are from Detroit. My brother, my sister graduated from Cass in '87. So I like, we have roots in the city, but I just was not known in that way. So for me, the hurdle was to get out there. And the biggest hurdle was not knowing who I wanted to be my clientele. I didn't know what clientele I wanted. I remember I bought one of those things on Instagram where you can buy followers and it can follow all these people for you. So like, it followed like maybe 3, 4, 5,000 people. And I ended up having to go through and kind of weed that out. And over the years, I found my niche. I found the client that I like, and I find who I want to work with, what kind of client I want to come in, what kind of client is going to keep coming in. And then I was able to determine what I liked. When you're first starting out in something, you're just taking it all ways, however I can get it. And now I can be selective. Now I can say, okay, well, I know that I want to market myself in this market or in this area because these are the people that I know that I want to come, and these are the people who are going to come back.
So what do you want your clients to experience when they enter the Doll Eyes experience?
I want you to experience body wholeness, body health, beauty above all things, emotional health. A lot of times I find myself being a listening ear, the therapist, a motivational speaker, and it's not fake. It's truly who I am. Like anybody.
It's all about psychology.
It's all about psychology, anything you do. And then also, I'm just always, I'm a girl's girl. I'm a cheerleader for anybody. I believe in rooting for the underdog. I believe in everybody should win. And so you're going to come and sit in my chair and you're going to get that from me. And it's not even, I don't have to say a word sometimes. It's just the energy that I'm going to give because that's what I want for me.
Right.
So I'm going to give you what I want for me. So that's the Doll Eyes experience. Beauty above all things, but we're going to focus on our health. We're going to focus on body wholeness. We're going to focus on, they always say, I come in and I'm so relaxed. I'm so calm. I feel so calm here. That's what I want you to experience. I want you to literally let go when you come in here because that's what I used to do when I would go get treatments. And that's the same experience that I want to give to other people.
So in today's time, 2022, we know social media is real, forefront. It's not hand to flyer to, card anymore, even though that still works for some people. So with that, what are some ways that you are reinvesting into your business with new products, techniques, or technology?
When you go to cosmetology school, they're going to teach you everything that you need to know to pass your state board. It's up to you as a professional to reach out and take other classes, to read the books. I'm a walking library. I have every book I have on chemical peels and just stuff that I've spent money and training to take courses on how to do a correct chemical peel, how to work with skin that has active melanin like most black people do, all black people. And also just, willing to purchase a new machine, willing to purchase a new gadget. If I see somebody wants it, I have a couple clients right now that are pressing me to get a new machine. And for me, because again, I have the business sense, it has to make sense. Right. So once I can get it to make sense, I'm going to give my clients what they need because that's what they've asked me for.
So what are they asking for?
They're asking, well, the newest thing is med spa. Hence the reason that's well, we'll talk about it later, but that's what I want to get into as well. Okay. Anyway, hydrofacials. And I appreciate hydrofacials because I do facials, but one of my instructors taught me, and she's a great friend of mine, been a friend since we were young girls. She said, you got to learn how to work with your hands. You can chase all these trends and different machines and different methods, but you got to be able to get the foundation. So let's say your power goes out, I got to be able to work with my hands. And so I mastered that in regards to facials, but I want to be able to give my client that $1 million glow, that 24 karat gold glow, because that's what people like. You know, that's what people. That's really what attracts people to skin. They're not necessarily looking at a black head here, a pimple there. They're looking at the glow of the skin. That's what draws you in. So that's what people want. They want that look, the Hollywood look.
Hollywood look. Clean, right?
Clean.
So reflecting, tell me about a time during your startup years at Doll Eyes where you felt like you made the right choice to become an esthetician full time. Can you describe what it was and how did it make you feel when it just clicked at the right time? Like that you knew that it was time to leave corporate, or
Yeah,
you know,
for sure.
take us back to that moment.
I left corporate as on a fluke. I always wanted to leave. I was doing lashes only part-time because I had not gone to school yet, to high school. And I had gotten a job, and it was supposed to catapult me. Everything in my mind told me, because I was at work basically doing Doll Eyes work all day.
Okay.
Promo, Instagrams, this and that, just whatever I could to get myself prepared. I was preparing myself, I just didn't know it. So in any event, I got a job, interviewed for, went on 3 interviews, got the job, got the offer, did everything I was supposed to do, and then they turned around and said, there's a freeze, we're rescinding the offer. I had already quit my job, walked out of my job and everything. So I came home, I called my father, he and I are really, really close, and he's one of my biggest supporters. And he said, baby, you're gonna have to make it work. And so I told myself, you don't need that job, you already have a job. And in truth, I was doing it part-time, but I wasn't doing enough. I was a single parent at the time. I have a son. I had just one child at the time, but he was a student athlete. So I would spend most of my days going to work about 30 to 40 minutes away, dropping him off for school, picking him up from school, and waiting for him to do his student athlete activities. And so I would literally be waiting all day. So when do I have time to devote to Doll Eyes?
Right.
I didn't have time. It was a client here, a client there. I remember I always tell people this. There was a time where my phone did not ring for literally 3 to 5 months. I don't remember exactly how much.
Right.
I didn't get one call.
Okay.
Not one call. And so when I decided to go full time, I could devote the time, I could devote the expenses, I could put myself on ads and, all kind of Google, all kind of things that my brain hadn't even tapped into that stuff prior to me deciding to go full time, because I was on part time. I was running out of fumes.
Right.
I
know me and you speak all the time via text message or a voice note, or we'll jump on the phone and laugh or giggle about something that's on Shade Room or whatever. Tell me, I remember one time you were telling me about how you took a course down by Wayne State. Tell me about that experience and how that tied back into the Doll Eyes experience, if you want to speak on that.
It was actually Detroit. What was it? Detroit Entrepreneur Week or something. So I'm starting this business. I no longer have a job. Money is tight. And I didn't have any money. And I was like, I gotta go down here. If I don't go down here, nobody's gonna see me. They're not gonna know what I do. I gotta go down here. So that you had to pay for parking. The event was free. But it was like 5 days. So you register for each day. You take different courses throughout that day. And you meet people, you pass out cards, you know, all of that. So, in the city of Detroit, you keep your friends up. You don't play no games.
Yeah, you got to keep them up.
So I go, and I didn't have any money to park. I barely had gas to get down there. And I had made every day. I was like, okay, I got this much, I got that much, I got this much. Okay, I got to stretch it. So I get down there. And I parked at my son's school because the event was at his high school. Close by his high school. So I parked down there and walked every day down. Every day. And I think I made it to the last day. And I couldn't believe that I had made it. And I'm passing out cards. I'm letting people, I go in and I'm all dolled up every day. I think fake lashes on just so they can see, she does something. This is what I do. But I was so determined to get myself. That's one thing about me in this. This isn't the first business that I've owned. I used to own an event planning company and I did nothing with it. So it's not even necessary to talk about it. But anyway, I did nothing with it. I didn't spend any money for real. I didn't invest much time. I'm also a certified floral designer. I'm telling you, this entrepreneurship journey has been a journey. So I'm a certified floral designer. I would do prom corsages, all kind of stuff. So it's always the hustle, But in any event, I Got down there. I went to every event that day. I took notes. I made sure, and like I said, I'm really shy, but I made sure that I connected with people, that I passed out cards, that I, just made sure people knew my face. I remember I saw a girl from school, high school, and I'm like, whoo, like if only you knew. We just talking and chopping it. She didn't even know, like $2, 2 coins to rub together, and I'm walking down this street. And I mean, it wasn't far, but the idea was to park within their structure. And I mean, I was thankful they even had lunch every day.
Yeah.
Listen, because you can't come down here on gas and buy lunch, okay?
Right.
So that was that experience.
Yeah. So you are 6 years in. Congratulations, you just had an anniversary.
Thank you. I didn't even know. I looked up like, wait, oh yeah.
That went fast, right?
It went fast. It went very fast.
So tell me, what advice would you give a new esthetician coming into the business? How would you tell them to build their brand? Or what advice would you give them?
Take care of the business part first. Take care of the business part first. I did that, and I feel so confident because there are avenues and areas that I've been able to go in because it was already done in the beginning. There's a couple things that I had to do. I just got trademarked.
Oh, congratulations to that.
Thank you for two. I got 2 trademarks. It took 2 long years. Attorneys, Kiana the lawyer, got me together. But in any event, I would tell them, take care of the business and learn everything you can. It's okay. Like, the thing is, we want to see, we work on it. We work off the visual. Right. We want everybody to see it. We want everybody to see the Instagram, see that you got the building, see that you got you got a client coming in. They're going to see it anyway.
Yeah.
If you're doing good and you're doing what you're supposed to do, they're going to see it anyway. So hold off. Read every book you can. Take every free seminar. And even if you can do the paid ones, do the paid ones. Read books like Amazon. Like they literally sell your book for $20. Get a book and read it because it's going to help you in the long run. Take courses. Like I said, go and then get your license. Get your license. And I say that because it's a level of respect that I had for my own self when I got it. I remember people would ask me, what do you do for a living? What do you do? And the self-conscious me would say, oh, I do lashes I own a lash school. Now I can walk in the room. I'm an esthetician, a licensed esthetician. I own the business. I've been in the business for a long time. I can have the confidence that I need to have, and I did that. I have that because I did the work to get here.
Right. Yeah, that's the best way to be. I know that you are proud of yourself.
I am. Very.
Is this something that you would want your daughter to do? Or would you want her to follow her own, with her own torch, burn her own, blaze her own trail? Or would you want her to just give her the option to go to school, get her, her schooling, and then if she wants to be an entrepreneur, is that something that you want to show her that she can do?
I want her to do what she feels she's called to do. And then whatever that is, we're going to always make sure that we lay a good foundation for her to do it. I have a 19-year-old son, and I used to always say, okay, you're getting ready to get out of school. What do you want to do? If you don't want to go to school, what business do you want to own? Because I can give you whatever you need to start. Because I believe in giving your kids, your family, your friends, a jump start. I believe in that. And I didn't even get that, but I believe in doing that. And so if I'm in a position to do it, we do. Everybody needs help. It's okay to get help. We're in that's that culture of where we live and what we're around. Oh, we don't need no help. I got it out the mud. I know I got it out the mud.
Yeah,
it
but
ain't
nobody
easy.
wants to still be in there.
No thanks.
Yeah,
I'll come out now.
Exactly.
Brush my feet off.
Exactly.
And so I want her to know that she can do whatever she wants. I would like her to carry on my legacy, but if that's not what she wants to do, I want her to find her own path. I want her to do what her inner spirit calls her to do, because like I said, I was doing something else. I had no idea. And I used to apply, so wear weave, 30-inch weave, makeup, all of it, clothes. I've always been into, I used to read Allure magazine from cover to to cover when I was a little girl. My mother used to get the subscription, and that was by fluke. She wasn't even into it. That was what I would do after school, read the Allure magazine. And so I was into the fashion. I was into the designers.
Right.
I was into the
came up in the
everything.
time.
I came up in the time.
Mm-hmm.
Watch all the what was that show with the model with the mole? Cindy Crawford. She used to do the little fashion show, and I would watch everything. So this is where I was supposed to be.
Exactly.
I just didn't know it yet.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
So
we gonna lighten up the mood a little bit. I got a couple of this and that questions, but it's still regarding to beauty and fashion.
Okay.
So being that we are from Detroit, we are trailblazers here. In the market that you're in, what other estheticians that you see out here that does good? Like who's good to you that's here? You don't have to say their brand, or you can just say their name.
I think Amir, she's really, really good.
Okay.
She used to do she used to work for Saks, and I think she's on her own now.
Okay.
Let me think. There's some girls in Dearborn. Their business is called Glow the F Up. Glow that face up.
Okay.
Those girls are awesome.
Okay.
I've lately been looking at the different girls that do nursing esthetician, medical aesthetics, because
Okay.
that's where I'm going next.
Okay.
That's where I'm going next.
Okay.
So medical aesthetics is what I've been watching. I've been watching different spas, med spas,
Okay.
trying to figure out the business part. There's a lot of stuff that people won't tell you, which I understand, when you just call into their business. So I do a lot of reading. The About Us helps a lot.
Yeah.
Just reading, researching, Google, and just your inner spirit telling you what to do. And I keep on asking, myself, what are you supposed to be doing? What are you supposed to be doing? And I know what's next for me. So that's what I do. I watch and I go to people's websites, different businesses. I even look and see them. I'm in the Dearborn area, so I see a lot of stuff pop up, and I'm always looking. I'll go home and research it and see what it's about, because I want to see how to do it. I talk to my clients. I have clients that are medical professionals. I ask them all kind of questions. I'll call. I just had a conversation a couple months ago with a medical attorney, and I was so appreciative. One thing I always say is life is about building connections and relationships. And I talked to that lady for like 30 minutes. Time is money with an attorney. I don't care who you are. And she talked to me. She gave me all the information. I took notes. And when I felt her kind of getting off the phone, I let her get off the phone.
Right.
I was just appreciative that she was able to hold space for me for that couple minutes, because it gave me a lot of information that I wanted to know.
Right. So at the Doll Eyes experience, and you are with your clients, what kind of music or what kind of vibe are you setting for them? Like, what's your favorite kind of music to play during that time?
Lately, Night Flight by Joe Sample gets me started every morning.
Joe Sample is
awesome. I like a lot. You know what? I don't really go off of what their vibe is.
Yeah.
Only because they come in off the streets. I don't really know them. I don't really know their judge until they get there.
Right.
They kind of take on what I'm on.
Yeah.
If I see her personality, I can kind of. I'm really good with energy. So if I can get you coming in the door, I can kind of gather what you want.
Mm-hmm.
And because I like all kinds of music,
Right.
we can rock out to 80s pop.
Yeah.
We can do the jazz. We can do the old school. The young girls come in. We can get the future pop in.
Exactly.
Listen.
Yeah, that's good. So I'm gonna ask you a couple of this or that questions.
Okay.
Ketchup or ranch dressing,
Ranch.
and why?
Well, I'm gonna say both. Ranch on fries. Ketchup on fries. Ranch on salad. But I'll do a combo of both
Okay.
on some stuff.
Okay.
So.
Instagram famous or infomercial famous?
Ooh, infomercial. That's a good one. Infomercial famous,
Okay.
because that's gonna get you worldwide. One of my favorite movies is the movie Joy, and the woman goes through so many like hurdles, and she becomes infomercial famous for a mop. And I love that about her. I love that I love the tenacity. I love the struggles that she went through to get there. So I say infomercial famous all the way. Instagram, I used to have a video. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. I had a video that I would have friends post. They had like over 30,000 followers. Didn't bring me one client. Not one.
Not one.
So you can think that,
Yeah.
post this on your page. I don't even do that. I don't even do it anymore. Like, I appreciate anybody who will share my stuff, and I do how you do it.
Yeah.
My friends do it. I appreciate it. Any kind of support is appreciated from me. However, it doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to yield some revenue, something
True.
back.
Yeah.
And infomercial famous is always going to get you popping.
Right.
Somebody's up late at night
Yeah.
on the phone calling to
Working.
order, just working,
Yeah.
you know? So,
Yeah, and then I learned within the career and being a creative that word of mouth for us works.
yeah.
Like
It does.
that's probably the best thing. Like having, being open to your clients and open to your people and them kind of knowing who you are. But I think ultimately it's about like people speaking well about what you provide.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sneakers or dress shoes? Heels or sneakers? Are you
Okay. Now, the old me would say heels, but
didn't-
I'm getting older, so I don't wear heels as much.
Okay.
I like a cute pair of sneaks, little Gucci sneak, little Stan Smith,
Yeah. Clean,
clean,
high end.
high end. Yeah, first.
Right. Coffee or tea?
Tea.
What do you put in your tea?
Just lemon,
Just lemon.
honey. I like the organic sugar rocks.
Okay.
I like those. I put regular white sugar,
Okay.
even though it's bad for you, but I use that. And I like all kind of flavor teas. My mom drank tea when I was a little girl, and that's what we did together. So I like that.
Zombies or vampires in a horror movie?
Vampires, because I'm obsessed.
Vampires
but
do have an allure about them, don't
they
they?
do. It's they draw you in. I like that they can compel you.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
still watch vampire shows today.
I do too. I like vampires.
So
Ever
they
since
can
I was a kid, my grandmother liked vampires.
yeah, you see what I mean?
Yeah.
What was that, Dark Knight or something? What was
Yeah,
that story?
It was like something that used to come on Saturday.
Yeah. That, and
We
so
showing our age, right?
okay, ain't we?
Yeah.
So I like vampires for that, but I do like the zombies. If I was gonna be a zombie, I want to be the one in I Am Legend. 'Cause they was fierce. They ain't play.
They know how to fight.
They knew how to fight. They came to fight.
Art museum or history museum?
Art.
What kind of art do you like?
I like my favorite artist. Her name is Ingrid Bears, and she does African art. She's a Swedish woman in Sweden, and she does African art of these beautiful celestial women, black women.
Okay.
I mean, you get every essence, the full lips, you get the mystics, you get the sparkles. I cannot wait. That's my big purchase. I cannot wait. That's my ball out purchase. When I get to the level that I want to reach, and I mean, I do things now, but where I get to investing in art, that's what I'm gonna do. A big painting.
So with Doll Eyes having the 6 years in, and we know the up and down woes of a company, is your business in the growth, maintenance, or decline stage?
Well, what I learned in college was first 5 to 10 years, businesses are sink or swim. So I'm growing. I'm growing every day. I'm growing when I reach a goal for the month that I couldn't reach, because I remember when I couldn't reach them at all.
Exactly.
It was no need to even make a goal.
Exactly.
Okay.
Just hustling to get to it, right?
Just hustling to get anything. Listen. And now I surpassed that goal, and here I am at another mark. And I make sure that I keep really good records of money that I make. Last month's goal, this month's goal. You know what I mean?
Yeah, writing it down.
So yeah, write down everything down, so that I can see exactly how far I've come. When you're in the moment, you don't see the rewards. You don't see the wins. All you see is this. I'm in it, and I just want to get here. I'm crawling. When if you just take a minute to just look at everything that you've accomplished, you look at the money that you've made and the things that you're able to do, you will really see success. I remember watching people's Instagram and like looking, and somebody will be doing like something in the beauty industry or lashes or an esthetician, and she could go buy a fly Gucci bag and this girl got Chanel on, and I used to be wearing myself out until I had to tell myself, fuck the noise.
Yeah.
And I say fuck the noise because that's what it is.
Yeah.
This. First of all, ain't nobody gonna show how they got the bag. They ain't gonna show that they renting the bag. And so here I am wearing myself
Or they borrowed
out.
the bag.
Or they brought a bag.
Yeah.
It's old girl bag down the street. I
It's
got
her
to give
best
it back
friend.
after the picture.
Exactly.
So what I learned, like I said, is fuck the noise. I cannot. So what I did, because I was wearing myself out, especially before I became licensed, and I was just doing lashes, and I knew I wanted to break into aesthetics. I had a hurdle with that, trying to get there, and I got in and completed the program. I had hurdles during that and completed the program. But what I told myself was I had to block out anybody that was doing what I was doing, not because I was a hater. Not because I didn't want to see anybody win, but because I wanted to win. Because I wanted to be in position. I wanted to be able to do things for myself and my family. I wanted that life. So if I needed that for me, I had to come off of Instagram. So I don't follow a lot of people.
Exactly.
So unfortunately, people can come to me and they'll say, and I don't even know why I asked this question. I'm assuming now it's for banter. I'm like, oh, where'd you go to get this done? And it's like, girl, like, I knew a couple people, because there are respected people in the business who came way before me, who I can appreciate. Other entrepreneurs in the city, entrepreneurs, period. Other people who did beauty. I have friends that have built reputable beauty businesses. And I respect and appreciate them. For me, I just had to tune into what I was doing, and I could check in with everybody else later.
Yeah.
I could come back, and I had to get my focus up, so I get my power back, and then I could keep moving.
So what's next for Doll Eyes?
Well, I'm continuing to grow. I'm working on what the medical side of aesthetics would look like, what that would look like for me, how that would balance. I have a new baby now. She's 3. So it's a lot of different moving parts to my life that weren't there before. So just kind of working on that and continuing to build and capitalize. I'm looking into permanent makeup. A lot of my clients are like, if you just did this one thing, I'll come to you. Because they like the fact that it's a one-stop shop. Not only can you come and get your lashes done, you can get your brows done, you can get your legs waxed, you can get Brazilian waxes, you can get a facial, you can get a back treatment, a back massage, or back facial. We do vajacials, everything. So you can come here and get everything in the Doll Eyes experience at Doll Eyes Lash and Skin Studio. So I'm just kind of working on how to give them more. Right. So that's my next thing.
So with the Doll Eyes experience, do the Ken dolls come to you as well? Do the men?
They do.
So how do you like? Do you mind doing men, or you don't really like doing men?
I've had some weirdo.
Okay. So
I've had some things to freak me out. However, I'm very spiritual, so I protect myself at all times. My energy is protected, my space is protected, my life is protected.
Right.
So I don't worry about anybody who's gonna come in and do any harm or have some kind of different agenda than what I thought that they have, and I make it very, very clear. One thing that you can do to weed out crazy is your price point. If I can bring you in for $25, anybody off the street can come. That's like the $5 free to get in party.
Exactly.
Everybody coming because they can come, they can afford to come, and they can also come and afford to mess stuff up.
Exactly.
So for me, I let them know very clear, here's what I provide. I offer everybody a service menu so that you can see that. And you know what? Because I'm a live and let live person, I come in and let them be them. You know what I mean? I don't try to change them. And it's really like, you're here for a moment. So I'm going to give you what you need in that moment, and I'm going to let you go and let your flag fly.
Yeah, that's thing to be.
Yeah.
So, any closing remarks? Anything you want to let us know about the Doll Eyes experience, or with Sarah Allen?
Let's see. The Doll Eyes experience is a journey that I've taken for myself. Being an entrepreneur has been not only just a job, it's not only just my career, it's truly been a calling for me. And it's in so many different ways, so many personal ways. And I had to get to know so many things about myself so that I can continue on the path. I had to know what I liked, what I wanted for myself, who I was, so that I can continue to be the Sarah that everyone wants, the Sarah that shows up to work, the Sarah that builds this business for the last 6 years, and just how to keep giving everybody more, and not more of my energy, but in a way, yes, but more of the business.
Right.
And in addition to that, I learned how to, like I said, tune out everything around me so that I could be everything that I need to be. I set goals for myself. I wrote a letter to myself in 2017, and I was at a very, very low point. I was at a very, very one of the lowest points. And in that time, I had lost every client. I'd lost clients 2 times. That time, and of course during the pandemic, and I didn't lose them. I don't want to say lose because I gained more every time. But I wrote letters and lists to myself, and I told myself everything that I was gonna do, everything business-wise that I was gonna do, down to what ingredients I was gonna use. And I have done just about everything on that list, even the trademarking. I think I was writing like, how do you write a trademark once it's done? Just all kind of stuff that I wrote that I wasn't even sure about. I had not done that much research about it, you know? And I went and wrote everything down at that time. And here I am. I'm still doing it. I'm still moving. I'm still working. And I'm still appreciative. I'm still grateful. The roads are open for me. And I don't want to say that to seem cocky. I wrote something. I was just reading it today on my birthday. And I said, I don't want to seem shocked about where I am today.
Right.
Because I said it was going to happen. I manifested it. I wrote it down. I said it. And then I worked toward it.
Right.
And I said everything that was going to happen for me, happened for me. And so I can attribute that to tuning everything out, focusing on what I wanted, knowing what I wanted, because that's important too. So I just want people to continue to rock out with me, ride this ride with me, you know. People, you know, people don't know, like they're always surprised, oh, you've been in business that long, you know, because this is not just a game for me. This is my everyday. I appreciate the girls that have another job and they can come back and do this and still are booked. Kudos. But for me, this is what I want to do. This is what I want to do. This is where I want to show up to. This is what I want my daughter to see. This is what I want my son to see. I want my family to know that this is where I am and this is what's happening. My father told me when I called him, he said, baby, when I called him and told him I quit the job and they rescinded the offer and what am I going to do? He said, make it work. And every day I say that to myself, make it work, make it work, make it work, because I know that that's what I need to do. I know that that's how I'm able to do the things that I've done. When I look back at my life now and I look at it back then, I'm so much more self-aware, so much more confident, and so much more appreciative. You know, when you step out of all of the things that took you to get here, even the hardships, what you can appreciate is the now. And I think that I'm working on appreciating the now, living in the moment, enjoying what I have, enjoying what I've built. And I think that's it. So if I don't know about parting words. Enter the doll eyes experience. That's my parting words. Enter the doll eyes experience. And when I say experience, I mean the way of life, the school of thought, the way that I move in business. Enter the doll eyes experience. I don't want to, like I said, I keep saying I'm shy. I am. And I don't know about influencing and all that. I mean, I don't like the hoopla. What we say, the hoopla.
Yeah,
I don't want to do all of that. I just know that I have something to say, and it's worth listening to. It's worth appreciating, and it's worth following because it worked for me. Okay. And I've been, my life has been very colorful. It's been in a lot of different spaces, and I've always been able to get my focus. So there's that.
Well, I'd like to tell you that in the last 7, 8 years that we've known each other, I'm proud of you and what you do.
Thank you.
Let everybody know how to get in contact with you and where to follow you at on social media.
Doll Eyes 313 on Instagram, on Facebook, Doll Eyes Lash and Skin Studio. My phone number is area code 248-896-4540. I'll say it again, 248-896-4540. Google, Yelp. If you've been to me and you like me, hit me up with a review. I have very good reviews, very good reputation. Let's keep it going. And that's it. Thank y'all.
Yeah.